All right, so we're here today at Rolex icing my horse, and for the first time I think we have the best icing situation that I've ever seen. And it's these new soft ride ice boots, and basically I'll put it on the video so you can see what we're doing, and then I think you'll be pretty excited about it because I've been doing this a very long time and I've never seen anything like it. So we've got these little cuffs that go wrap around the horse's fetlock here. Very soft but really tough material. This stuff is like really smooth to touch. I guess I'll do one boot at a time and then you can kind of see and evaluate. So the horse takes, you pick the horse up. Hopefully they cooperate. You step their foot in, drop them down. Okay, then once the horse is standing on the soft ride bottom, you take the Velcro off and the Velcro the horse's ankle bracelet directly to the boot. Obviously Parker has been iced a lot in his life, so he's pretty good about behaving himself, but I know I've got a few rogues that also are going to take this well. That wasn't so smart because I put that right on there. There we go. So, peel that up, close the side. Waterproof zippers that have a grease that comes with them, a Teflon grease that keeps them waterproof long term. Do one on either side. Now, the little chit and the little hose here, which can switch sides, you can do either foot with it, as markers, so you can tell people to fill it to the blue marker, to the red marker, whatever. We're going to go up high to the knee today because I think it's better to just get the whole horse's leg done. We're going to fill these up with ice and water in the stall, so we'll show that to you. I'm going to put the other foot in here, and then we'll walk him to the stall. And the cool thing with these is, because his foot is actually attached to the bottom here, when he walks, the boot comes with him. So it's just a big saggy boot. And then because this is going to help hold it up over his knee, we're going to, he'll be able to walk and this won't collapse down. It's got the same soft material around the top here. The neoprene is removable, so if it falls apart, you can go and get another one to replace it or to clean it. And so that's great. The material is all really high-end stuff, a lot of sailing material. And then after we've got the other boot on and some ice and water in them, I will show you another really cool feature with it. We use a lot of the Whirlpool boots and they cost a fortune. The compressors are expensive, and I've had a pair probably for like 15 years, and we rarely use them anymore because they're just too complicated, and when the horses walk around them they spill everywhere. So let me get the other one on and we'll get back to you. Okay, so one of the cool features in this is we've got the soft ride gel foot pad here, and it's got channels underneath it so that the cold water can run underneath the horse's foot, which will get the sole of the foot cooled off. But because their foot is actually attached to the Velcro here on the sides, the horse can't step out and then step back down on that ice, bruising their foot. So it helps keep that keep the foot cooler, and then it also stops the compression on the sole of the foot if they did step up out of it, because the ice won't go underneath, which I think again is a well thought out plan. It's got battens in the side here, which you can see, which I pulled out a little bit so you can see it, that go swivel up into there, which keeps it a little bit stiffer, and then this just pops in behind the top sleeve here. Anyways, we'll go to the next part. So one of the other cool things with this is the spa treatment salts, so that we can, it's got 3 different types of salts in here. It's all on the back. Basically, it's a lot like a margarita mix, which I thought was great, but unfortunately, it really doesn't taste very good. So you put a little bit of... Too
much pressure.
I don't know how to use the hose. You put a little bit of water in standing up, and there's a line on the back that shows you how high to put it. And then if it's cold water, I think he said it takes 3 minutes to dissolve, and if it's hot water, it's a minute. So we're just going to close that up, and then we will come back and we're going to mix it by swishing it back and forth. And after we've got him set up, we'll put it into the boot. Okay, so then we're just going to take a certain amount of ice and put it in there. We won't video all of that, but basically we just reach down and drop it in. I suppose for when we usually do water boots or ice boots, we often will put water in first, then ice. Parker has obviously been around a long time, so he's pretty good about stuff. So we're just gonna put some ice in, I'll put some water in, I'll put some ice in, and I think that all this depends just how you want to use them. I'm sure everybody's got their opinions on it, and every one of you is right and I'm wrong. Right, so we've got ice in to about here, and now we're gonna just put some water in. One of the cool features is, if you're having someone else do this, you can tell them, like if you're having your parents do it, for all the young riders who ride with me, you can just tell them where you want the water level to go to. And when we're filling this up, you see the water climbing up. It's at the blue marker. We're going up all the way today because I'm going to get the horses full leg and knee, because I don't feel like I want to waste time just doing a foot. We did have a sprung shoe earlier this week, and that is why I had to withdraw Parker from the event. And then 12 hours after the jog, he was fine. So I'm going to continue to fill this up, and you can see this just keeps going. And then I'll do the other one, and we will get back to and put the salt spa in. So then I'm just going to drop the salt in here. It actually dissolved a little quicker than they said. It took about 30 seconds and it was already dissolved. So we're going to do half in each of them. This will help just make the whole leg and horse feel better. Kind of thinking I need to do this for myself. And in there. Okay. Then we take this neoprene, we wrap it up around the leg. That one, and then we do the other one like that. And what that does is just help seal in so the water doesn't splash around and when they move. So they actually can walk around the stall in these. Yesterday he was free in here with it, walking around and seemed quite comfortable. They make a shorter one for horses that they're trying to treat laminitis on, and that way the horses can actually live in them and they probably seal just a little bit better. I want to be able to get a little bit higher and get up over the knee, so we ordered the bigger, taller boots. They look a little goofy, but all right. So that'll keep everything from splashing around. I'm gonna go and now hook up the compressor stuff and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so the cool thing as well with this is anybody who's in horses knows that everything in horses is more expensive. So he's made this to save a little bit of money. He makes a compressor that comes with it in a Pelican case. It's kind of cool. Or we've got a Breyer horse that's gonna get its legs done apparently later. Or you can hook it to what is a regular air compressor. And so with a compressor like this, you'd be able to do like 20 or 30 horses at once if you wanted. This can go on hind legs as well as front. But he's got this little valve here so you can determine how much air you want to come through, so you can condition the horse to getting ready for the air, do a little bit, a couple bubbles, and turn it off. All of this is set on the side, and then you'd set how much you want for your horse with this, and then you can just turn it down, and then when you send someone out to do it, it'll just always adjust to that point. And then he's got these little clasps in here from airline hoses or aircraft hoses that when you pull back, they retract, they slip over that, they come back out, and then you can't get it to pull apart. I'm not going to rip the heck out of it, but it stays very solid. Now on the other end, when it attaches the horses, this will go into the compressor, come over the stall. This hose will go through here. These valves, which go to the boots, are one-way valves, so the air or the water can't flow back down them. and they're set so that they actually can pull out if a horse moves, and that way you don't have the horse getting tangled up in a bunch of wires and stuff, so, or cable or hose and stuff. So it's really well set up. You can do with these, you can do two. You can, if you do one, you can close off the other one so the air goes to the one hose, or you can even put 4 up through the back side. All right, so obviously here at the show we got to do it a little bit temporary, but at home you would have these up above, hanging from your wash stall or from the wall. Here I'm going to just lay it right on top of Parker, and he's going to take it and be very good because he's an amazing horse that way. Right now the compressor isn't on, but there's air in the tank, so the water, the air is coming through right now on the boots. You probably can't hear it through the noise in the barn, but you can hear the bubbling through there. Now, I have it on fairly low at the moment, and what we'll do is we'll probably turn the compressor on. The compressor isn't all that quiet, so apologize for that. You can do it with a much smaller compressor that would just do a tire. This is more of a compressor for nail guns and stuff, because God knows as a farm owner I have to use a nail gun and work around the farm doing a little bit more than just riding horses. Anyways, I think that probably is the full demonstration of the boots. They're in use right now, and this is the first time he's had the air through them. And honestly, it's the first time I've had him in boots with the whirlpool action. He goes to a saltwater spot, the sanctuary, about once a week because it's just good for them. And this allows me to bring a bit of the spa work home to my horse and to my farm, and at a much reduced cost from what we've done previously. I think it's an incredibly well thought out system, and I'm always really excited to see stuff that works from a horseman's angle, and this definitely does fill so many spots up. So that's from the back in the stalls at Rolex this year. You know, I wish we could have shown you something about my horse out competing, but we're going to try possibly to take him over to Burley or something in Europe, because he's been all over the States. He's seen everything here. Obviously Rolex is a great event to go to, but we missed by about 12 hours, and I think he would like to do a little bit more this year, being fit and ready to go. So anyways, hope you enjoyed it.